Hi, welcome today. We're going to be talking about today and over the next 3 broadcasts. We're going to address the different types of sensitivities your child who has symptoms from autism can experience. And they're all based from Temple Grandin's book called The Autistic Brain. And I'm also going to be providing you with short and long-term solutions for each of those challenges. If this is the first time you're joining, welcome. My name is Tina Bishai. I'm the founder of Golden Healings, a holistic and alternative health practice. And it's here that I get to see people in person and provide distant healings for people, both adults and children. And my special love is to treat children who have symptoms from autism and ADHD. And here at Golden Healings, I really believe in addressing these kids holistically, physically, emotionally, and energetically, because we are energetic beings. I am a mom of 2 daughters. I'm a Reiki master. I'm a shamanic practitioner as well. And I want to get started. So let's talk a little bit about our topic today. And please feel free to put your comments below in the comments section, or if it's on Facebook Live, give me some likes and wows and hearts so that I know you're listening there. Let's start with visual processing challenges. So sometimes symptoms of Asperger's or autism can be experienced through visual processing challenges. Just like our kids can experience sensitivities to energies around them, they can also experience sensory overload through light, which can be a source of major visual overload for some of them, just like you would experience, sound overload in a really busy or crowded area or a noisy environment. And this type of visual sensitivity can obviously create a big distraction for your child, can make it difficult for them to concentrate, or it can also have the effect of images being cut, or like a Picasso vision. So they don't see the same way that a person without this type of visual processing challenge would see. So perhaps your child flicks their fingers near their eyes. They may tilt their head when they're reading, so they're trying to look out the corner of one of their eyes as they're reading. Perhaps you've noticed they don't like bright lights or fluorescent lights especially. They may also fear escalators and have difficulty figuring out how to get on and off the escalator. You may have noticed that they feel or almost act blind when they're trying to negotiate stairways in a new or unfamiliar space. And for them, those kids that do experience visual processing challenges, they might even see wiggling on the page when they're trying to read a book. They may have poor night perception, so even for an adult, they might actually hate to drive at night because the light and the brightness of it bothers them so much. And they may not also like rapid movements, like any kind of automatic sliding doors or other movements that may be similar to that but are unexpected. You may notice they don't particularly like multicolored tiles and anything that forms a lattice or a grid. And they can also dislike any kind of high contrast of light and dark, or they're choosing to avoid any bright contrasting colors. So if you or your child are experiencing any of these visual processing challenges, I want to share with you today what you can do. I believe there are both short-term and long-term solutions. And the short-term solutions that are really simple to implement are things like wearing a hat with a rim if they're under bright lights or fluorescent lights. You can get their eyes checked, but then you can also simply play around with colored lensed glasses that can help dim the light for them, even when they're inside. I heard of a story of a young girl who her parents had bought her these fun pink shaded sunglasses, and she went from being able to spend 5 minutes in Walmart because she was so bothered by the brightness of the light, to being able to spend an hour there while her mom was able to shop. Something else to know as a solution, if you do notice your child is having difficulty with the reading aspect of it, you can also try colored backgrounds that the material is printed on, and try colors that are soft pastels like tan or light blue, gray, light green, or other pastel colored paper, and that will help to reduce the contrast as well. And if they need to be on a computer, you can make sure they're working on a laptop or a tablet, not those older desktop computers where the lights, the computer screen can flicker a lot. And you can also try colored backgrounds on your tablets if you notice that the lighter color or the pastel color background helps your child with their reading. These are really small and easy solutions that can really make a significant difference to your child or adult if you're an adult with these symptoms. Another story that I've heard of is, a university student where she was so excited that she finally got an A on one of her university course tests, and it was just as she had bought these pink shaded glasses with these lenses that were these filtered shaded color for a lens, and she wore them indoors, and it was the first time she could see the PowerPoint slides the professor was showing without the words and the numbers jiggling on the screen. So it made a significant difference for her. And obviously that kind of a difference is a big shift for somebody and for someone's quality of life. So those are the short-term solutions, and now I'd like to share with you some long-term solutions. And I just want to share what I mean by that. I'm not talking about solutions that take longer to implement. I'm talking about a more permanent solution that can really help your child so they don't have to even think about any of these short-term solutions really. And what is it, you might be wondering? It's really about addressing your child's energetic field. And so I've said a number of times here at Golden Healings, that's one of the things that I feel is really important to address for your child, to address them holistically, because we are energetic beings. And so if you can imagine and try to picture for a moment our energetic field or aura, it's like our protective field, right? And the basis of energy medicine says that any kind of physical symptom or dis-ease in our body always starts in our energetic field. And so if our energetic field is fragmented or broken or not full and vibrating at a wonderful full level in stature or vibration, then your child can experience these symptoms. And yes, we can implement the short-term solutions, but instead of doing that the rest of their lives by addressing their energetic field and providing energetic healings, those symptoms can be reduced significantly or even eliminated altogether. And I am simplifying the explanation of these energetic healings just to give you, a basic idea of what can be accomplished. But in my experience, it really has had wonderful results for these kids. And this type of healing is complex and a studied field, and I have studied for many years, but it is available to you, and I want to spread that information. It may not be common knowledge to people, but this is one of the reasons that I choose to do the work, because I have seen such miraculous results from these energetic healings, and specifically shamanic healings. So if you haven't yet watched my free online workshop, I'll put it in the comments below so you can access it. And I really invite you to get a sense of what kind of results kids who experience symptoms from autism or ADHD have had with these types of healings. So that's the information I have for you about the visual processing challenges. I hope it was helpful, and I invite you to join me next Thursday at noon as we discuss auditory processing challenges your child may be experiencing from symptoms of autism. So thank you, and have a wonderful day.